Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading for the beginning of May 2022. It is good for anywhere where Libra falls in your tropical natal chart, but as always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. So you can go ahead and watch readings for any other part of your natal chart here on this channel. You could find other messages that you need there in addition to this message or instead of this message if it doesn't hit it for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me that is personal and just for you, the link to my website to schedule a one-on-one private reading with me and other services I offer is down in the description below this video and all of my YouTube videos. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot and also Soma Chandra Libra. I will be posting this on both channels to reach as many people as possible. So subscribe to both of my channels and to get into the vibe, the Soma Chandra vibe. Right now it's Soma Chandra Libra. All right, let us begin. Many oracle messages, simple tarot to see what the beginning of May looks like. The overall energy from the Sacred Rebel deck is new birth, guarded vigilantly. I also have conscious connections at the bottom of the deck. I think that, first of all, some of you may be starting a new cycle in your life. You are being asked to guard this vigilantly. Make sure you're only surrounding yourself or talking to people about your new birth, your new creations, your new journeys that you're taking with people that you trust and love. This new birth is very important. It's a very important cycle, and you do need to vigilantly guard it at this time. It's also possible that someone else is guarding something new that they're doing in their life very vigilantly. Again, things could be in reverse. This could be the energy around you that you need to know about, other people in your life that you need guidance about. But there is this new birth, and there's this moth, which is transformative. It does need to be protected. Also with number 35, conscious connections, be very mindful of who you surround yourself with. Only connections that bring out the highest and best version of yourself at this time, Libra. It's not necessarily a bad time to bring new people and new connections into your life, but be very conscious about the connections that you are making with others that will impact you at this time. You're also being asked, I think, by Spirit to kind of take your blinders off and not be so hyper-focused on the details about something in your life and kind of zoom out and get an overview effect. Because what came out of the Colette Baron Reid Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck, which I really love, I love Colette, is 59 Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities, as well as Giraffe Spirit, see the bigger picture. So you're being asked to take your blinders off and zoom out. Some of you may be very inclined in the beginning of May to only consider one avenue, one route, one possibility. You may be too close to a situation. You may be overthinking details. Spirit is saying to you, you really need to see the bigger picture. I'm also hearing that you need to think about the future impact of anything you or someone else around you might be doing. Get an overview effect, get a bigger picture of something, think about the future in regards to decisions you're making and things you're doing. They also want you to be open to more possibilities than you've probably been considering. Be open to different solutions than you thought you had to a problem, a different avenue. There's more than one way to do something, apparently, and they think that you might be a little too close to a situation and maybe have your blinders on. So zoom out, open up to new possibilities, different things that you hadn't before. Think about the future, definitely see the bigger picture. They did want me to also use the Life Coaching Oracle deck. I love this deck. We love this deck. I heard two messages off of this. Old soul, you've lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Seeker of truth, 64, you can feel the hidden truth behind circumstances at this time. Boundaries came out. You're learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. I also have recognition at the bottom of the deck. Someone deserves to be recognized and rewarded for all that they do. Make sure you're getting recognition for what you do. Make sure that's acknowledged. Acknowledge that in others. Recognition is important. Don't give your ideas away to other people. Don't let other people take credit for what you do, what you bring to the table. You are the table. I forget, there's this one woman, she's a preacher. She'll say, when someone asks you, what do you bring to the table? Say, I am the table. You are the table, okay? So don't let anybody else take credit for your work at this time. You deserve recognition, but at the same time, boundaries are important. The first message I heard from this was, you may come across a situation or two in the beginning of May where you say to a person, look, you're really pushing my boundaries and I'd like to create some better boundaries versus an enmeshment. There's a difference between interdependency, dependency, and an enmeshment. Boundaries are a thing with me. I've been around the block, kid, okay? I'm not a kid anymore. I know a thing or two about life. And before I let you push any more of my boundaries, I want you to respect what I do in this situation, and I really need you to tell me the truth. This is going to play out probably in a very specific way. I'm also hearing something else, and I sensed it even as I was getting in meditation. I think that some of you have someone around you that may be an older person. There is an older person. This person could be female. It could be a family member or a friend. Of course, it could be a partner too. They're an older person that wants information about you. They want some kind of recognition, and this pushes your boundaries or your buttons. So if you're in a situation like that, there is a person that maybe wants information about you. You're going to have to protect yourself in this situation. They may be somewhat aggrandizing, and they think they have the right to know something. They may think that because they're older and wiser that you should listen to them. Watch out for being that as well to someone else. Information and what you are and are not privy to, and information that other people are and are not privy to, is going to be a thing. And you can lean on your own wisdom to make your own decisions. I do think there may be a person around you that says that because they're older and wiser, you should listen to them. That may or may not be true. You will have to decide that for yourself. Listen to your own gut in that instance. You have wisdom too. You don't necessarily need to use someone else's. In regards to relationships, significant relationships. Now, as you know, on Soma Chandra Libra, I do relationship readings specifically, but they did want me to use a couple oracle decks to speak to important relationships in this reading as well. Finances and integrity, time apart, is at the bottom of the deck. Some distance will help you bring clarity. And I think see the bigger picture may be about distance as well, where you need to kind of step back, pull back, be kind of removed from a situation so you can see all the details and open up to new possibilities. You're starting this new journey. There's this new birth that's apparently you feel the need to protect. Otherwise, boundaries wouldn't be here. You may need to go off by yourself so that you can figure out what you really think about something or someone. Someone else may say they need to do this with you. This will give everybody the opportunity to think about something really important. Does this situation align with your values and morals? And also finances came out. Financial challenges are affecting a connection at this time or your life. You may be put in some situations, Libra, in the beginning of May where you'll think about making some choices financially. And before you do that, you need to check in with yourself or your partner and say, hey, does this match up with what's most important to us? What value do I place upon this financial decision? Is this morally in alignment with my code of ethics? This could directly tie into money. You may be parting ways with someone as well. This could speak to a separation or a divorce with time apart. Decisions may be made without a partner that do not align with integrity and values. When money and integrity come out together, really take a look at the bigger picture. There may be more options or possibilities than you thought of that you won't get into a situation, Libra, where you have to even question integrity and money together at the same time. Whew, that was like, whoa, that's serious. That could potentially be very serious. So stop and think about morals and values. Money is going to be a challenge or play an important role in a relationship. right now for you. Relationship with maybe where you live, relationship with a job or a partner or family member. The romance angels wanted to speak very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Now, with time apart coming out of the messages of love deck and very soon, give yourself time and space to decide what you want. You have a decision to make about something. Someone else may have a decision to make about the relationship as well. Money and integrity may be playing a big part of it. I also had come out of the deck religious factors and engagement. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. Sometimes race and culture and political beliefs and family can fall into this as well. I also have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So there is a potential that a decision will be made about taking a relationship or something to the next level. But with religious factors and this card of moral integrity coming out, you and another person may differ greatly in the way you were raised, in race, in religion, in political and spiritual views, in cultural conditioning as well. And this will come into play. This can be a blessing in a lot of ways. It's a time to learn how to meet a person halfway and see things from a different point of view that is not your own. That's part of life on planet Earth. There are 8 billion of us on the planet. This happens a lot. So there could be a decision made about where a relationship goes from there. But belief systems, integrity, money, maybe even someone needing to spend some time alone to make a decision, maybe happening at the beginning of May. Just make sure you're doing the conscious connections. Overall energy here with the 3 of Cups, I see in the beginning of May potential for a lot of fun, creative collaboration, support, celebration. You could be spending time with family and friends, dating. The 3 of them look happy together. That's a nice energy to be coming into the month with. But I think that some of you are going to experience some moments of disillusionment the first couple weeks in May. So the overall reason for the tarot, main subject coming into focus here for you is an interesting card combination. The Page of Cups with the 10 of Wands. The Page of Cups is an emotional invitation to something. You may be invited to something. This could represent a child. It could also be an apology of some kind. Someone may approach or you may approach where there is a need to dip your toe in the water, or someone's going to dip their toe in the water and explore and study. This might be a little too much for you with the 10 of Wands. Someone may be inviting you to something or asking you to open up in such a way at such a time that it's just a bit overwhelming for you. You yourself may need to be emotionally vulnerable and ask others or someone for help. Someone may be doing this with you as well. There is a sense of vulnerability here with this childlike but sweet page energy, and the 10 of Wands suggests that someone is somewhat burdened and may need some help. And I said, okay, show me the direct energy coming towards Libra. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the 3 of Pentacles in the upright, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We did not get a court card here. This person could have a lot of Saturn influence at this time. They could have Capricorn traits. Someone does want to come out of the cold here and wants to free themselves from some kind of an impoverishment in some way. And it's good that the 5 of Pentacles is in reverse. This person also is very cooperative. They do want to cooperate. This person wants to be recognized and rewarded for what they bring to the table. They do want to cooperate. They want to continue to pull themselves out of maybe a financial pinch or just being emotionally impoverished. They may want to free themselves from negative cycles of impoverishment spiritually or literally. Luck and fate has not been so kind to them. They may have been experiencing bad luck. They may think that at this time they have an opportunity to break negative cycles in their life. But they may have done this to themselves. Or they may say that they've just experienced bad luck. They do want to cooperate with you right now to help overcome challenges and their life and their destiny. And I said, okay, what is Libra's reaction going to be to this? I have the Fool in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and Justice. I can interpret this in two ways. If I was doing a private reading, I'd talk to the client about it and discuss the implications of it. The first way I heard this was, you, despite knowing that it's a big risk and it might even be foolish and reckless to do, you may hold back on taking a leap of faith and moving forward and try to make something work and try something one more time that you were otherwise ready to walk away from, because you think it will give you a moment to serve justice. There could be something fair, you know, a fairness, something could be made right. I also think that some of you have a really big, important choice to make, and you have to be really honest about it. And until you do this, you'll have a hard time moving on and taking a risk and walking away from something that isn't working for you and leave it behind and take a new leap of faith. This is going to give you a consequence of some kind. Timing may not be right for something. Some of you are experiencing a karmic justice, which is consequences, a lesson of consequence that comes from the choices that we make. Watch out for not being able to walk away from something and leave it behind just because you don't have anything to walk away to. Some of you may be afraid to leave something behind and take a leap of faith and move forward. You may have to stay and face the music. You may have to stay and deal with a consequence, but be careful of bringing yourself into alignment with a person that's coming to you because they're not doing so great. Now they want to cooperate. They may be dumping their bad luck on you and holding you back to some degree. Be careful of that. And I said, okay, and outside of this specific situation, can you show me just a little bit more of what Libra will be dealing with in the environment? Now, I love this Three of Cups for you. Okay, watch out for engaging in a third-party situation, but I love the Three of Cups in that, you know, you do have some good, healthy, positive energy around you with friends or family, perhaps. But there is someone around you. This could be the same person or just other people around you. I have Strength, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Cups. First of all, this could be just a Leo. Someone does hold back and they are trying to be strong and have strength of character. But Libra, you could be dealing with someone in the beginning of May, maybe even more than one person, where there is a lack of gratitude and a lack of appreciation. Someone in your life may take you for granted and take all they have for granted. This person could also really just live in a world of instant gratification. This person may also just be overly indulgent and nothing's ever good enough. I mean, look at her face. Nothing's good enough. I'm not happy. I have all these cups and it's just not good enough. But they have a stubborn side to them. Could be a Leo. This could also, I know this sounds crazy, but this can sometimes be an animal or a pet. You may have a pet as well. Someone, it could be an animal, quite literally, but someone or something in your life that's just never really satisfied. Nothing's really ever good enough. Make sure this person recognizes what you do for them. You may have a moment where you really have to serve justice and say fair is fair. This is how it is. But it looks as though it's something that's difficult for you to walk away from. Final outcome, though, Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is very much a moment of a slight moment of disillusionment, where this Page of Pentacles is like, I love it how in the upright, they put the pentacle together and it fits and they can see clearly and they can really develop something. This could be earth energy, water energy. In the reverse, they're taking it apart and putting it back together. It doesn't really quite fit. There is a lack of progress for something. There is a need to go back to the drawing board, kind of psychoanalyze, figure out what's not happening in the right way, when there's a lack of progression. Something may be a delay in exploring, studying, and developing something for yourself. This could also be happening in an educational process. It could be happening with a child or a young person as well. Because the Knight of Cups in reverse is kind of a moment of disillusionment where we realize, oh, the honeymoon phase of something is over. Something isn't really what I thought it was. Maybe this was over romanticized as well. The Knight of Cups in reverse can be tantrumy, unrealistic, immature, emotionally. There will be something in your life where there is a lack of development because there's not this consistent ability to pour into it emotionally. Watch out for you or someone close to you just not making progress because they had these emotionally unrealistic expectations. It looks like this situation might be because nothing's ever really good enough and nothing's really making them or you happy. You just have to be strong, deal with the consequence, wanting to move on, but timing isn't great between yourself and someone else. Look at the big picture and be open to more possibilities because something just might not make you or another person happy. It's a little overwhelming. It creates a sense of vulnerability. There's like a failure to launch here. Be realistic. Ask others to be realistic. If this is a person around you, they may not be solution focused and it will push your boundaries. And your integrity may be in question with it or theirs. So look at that big picture and guard your new birth very vigilantly as well. It's going to be hard to leave something behind and it will just continue to weigh you down if you engage with something that isn't really realistic. So cling to the conscious connections and seek truth at all times. Guard your personal truth as well. Your private business is your private business. They're telling me to tell you that as well, but they're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of messages came through. All right, Libra, that's the beginning of May for you. I hope that it resonates with you and I hope it helps. Again, link to my website for private sessions and other services is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.